Where is Torbay? The English Riviera, it's marketed as. It's a beautiful place, but that tourism label masks quite extreme poverty. If you look at government statistics, Torbay is the poorest place in the southwest and one of the poorest in the country.
There's a lot of high poverty, but there's also people with a lot of money, and there's a huge divide in that, and I think that really drives a wedge through the community in Torbay. So I think that's a big issue.
A lot of people are now using a term. The term is community resilience. Community resilience is a disaster relief term. I would like to move from that paradigm to one with together we can. Torbay's overarching theme is to create a connected Torbay at every level. Connection within families, across neighbourhoods, but also to create connectivity between communities and agencies, but not forgetting the value of business and what they can bring to this. I think I'd probably define the challenges as being at sort of either end of the population spectrum. So we have a lot of people who retire to Torbay. So a lot of older people can struggle as they get older. Torbay Council's children's services had one of the highest levels of children in care in the country. So I think there are issues for growing up in Torbay. For over a decade, young people have said in Torbay, we don't feel heard. So the biggest legacy for me would be if you ask a young person in 10 years' time, do you feel your voice is heard in Torbay and that people take note of what matters to you and take action with you to address it, we will have achieved our aspiration.
As a representative for Doorstep Arts, I sort of could bring some insight about what young people and families were going through in the area. In that first meeting, at first it was very daunting, overwhelming, particularly as I was quite young compared to a lot of the other people that were there. But I really felt heard, and I actually felt like I was really listened to by those other people that could then make a difference. So that's encouraged me to really keep going with LocalMotion.
LocalMotion Torbay has chosen to pick sort of 3 areas to work on. One is around strengthening families and ensuring that young people have a great start in life. And linked to that is the issue of food insecurity and food poverty. So those 2 areas have led us also to start to work on issues around finances. So what we're trying to do is to bring different people into relationship, to understand the contexts from the people maybe who are not getting such a good start, to bring them into relationship with people from services and agencies. So to bring together new relationships. We're also trying out new techniques, and it's uncomfortable for both people who come from the public agencies, but also for those who work at grassroots level in the community. So all the people involved in LocalMotion are having to think, be, and behave differently.
Already I'm seeing a huge difference, and I think it's really important that we're focusing very much on the us, because we want everyone to be involved with LocalMotion, no matter who they are, where they're from. We really want everyone to sort of have a say. We held a big event where we invited everyone from Torbay to come along and tell us basically what's wrong in Torbay. And one thing that LocalMotion really wanted to achieve was getting everyone's voice heard, no matter how they can express that to us. So we had people drawing, we had people acting things out, we had Lego for like young children so they could sort of build what they thought was the issues. And it was really interesting hearing everyone's perspective, and it was really special hearing everyone have that chance to say exactly how they felt about Torbay.
Bit by bit, we're seeing confidence growing. We're seeing skills and capabilities increasing to enable this change to take place. We're widening the circle of safety for people who might find it difficult to engage in this type of process. And I know from running longer term programs before, it takes 2 years to build them up, it takes a bit of time to bed them in. By year 3 and 4, you're starting to see real change. The hypothesis behind this is we fund lots of short-term projects that do amazing work while they're funded, and then the funding ends. Surely there's a better way for us to use our collective resources to create change, positive change in society. And I agree with that. I believe that too. There is a better way, and I think LocalMotion is that better way.